Cold night, rain soaking through my clothes. Men said when death stands in front of you, you're meant to feel fear. Heart racing, legs shaking, begging for one more day. But when death finally stood in front of me, I didn't feel fear. I just looked at him and said, I've been dying inside for years. You're just here to finish what life started.
Yeah, man grows up thinking he's built for the fight. Chest full of pride and his head held high. But life scar hands and it swings with force. Leave scars that nobody talks about, of course. See, pain don't shout, it creeps in slow. Little cracks that nobody knows. First the stress, then sleepless nights. Then your own damn thoughts start picking fights. You wake up tired, but you still gotta move. Still gotta work, still gotta prove. Smile for the world like everything's blessed, while something inside you dies in your chest. People say talk, but what's the point? They hear your pain and they change the joint. Nobody wants the weight of your mind. They just want comfort so they feel fine. So you keep that shit locked deep in your ribs, bottle it up like a criminal bid. Years of pressure, years of lies, years pretending you're doing alright. Then one day you wake up numb as stone. Room feels colder when you're alone. Look in the mirror, stare at your face, and realize something inside got erased. That's when the war really starts in your head. That's when the silence screams in your bed. That's when the darkness makes its home, and you realize you've been dying alone.
When death stood in front of me waiting for fear, I just looked back, I lived here for years. Pain in my lungs and weight in my chest now. I'm just here to finish the rest. I've been dying inside, that's the truth, no lie. Every night felt like something inside me died. So if the Reaper thinks I'm gonna run or hide, tell that bastard come stand by my side.
Rain on the ground, the mud on my boots. Cold steel blade, but nothing to lose. Death in a cloak, just staring me down like he expecting me to break right now. But how can you scare a man with death when living already stole his breath? How can you threaten the end of pain when pain's been living inside his brain? Years of fighting a war in silence, punching walls just to stop the violence. Not from people, from thoughts that bite, thoughts that crawl in the dead of night. Memories cut like broken glass. Every regret from the fucking past. Every mistake replaying again. Every lost chance that never came. People think demons live in hell. Nah mate, they live in your head as well. They whisper slowly, day by day, until the person you were fades away. So death leans close like time to go, expecting terror to start the show. But all he saw was tired eyes, not scared, just fucking tired.
When death stood in front of me waiting for fear, I just looked back like I lived here for years. Pain in my lungs and weight in my chest now. Now I'm just here to finish the rest. I've been dying inside, that's the truth, no lie. Every night felt like something inside me died. So if the Reaper thinks I'm gonna run or hide, tell that bastard come stand by my side.
The truth is I tried to be strong for time, tried to keep calm, keep holding the line. Tried to believe it would all get bright, but darkness don't leave without a fight. Drinks didn't help, nights got worse. Mind like a prison, thoughts like a curse. Man just pacing the floor at night, trying to survive another fight. You ever stare at the ceiling for hours, mind full of thoughts with too much power. Every what if ripping your chest, every regret beating your head. Friends think you're calm, think you're alright, but they don't see the war at night. They don't see tears you wipe away, or how heavy your chest feels every day. So when death stepped out of the rain, cloak dripping dark like years of pain, he thought he'd see a broken man, but all he saw was someone who'd already lost everything. So I looked him dead in the hollow eyes, voice calm, no fear, no disguise, and said,
I've been dying inside for years.
You ain't my enemy, you're just the end of the suffering.
When death stood in front of me waiting for fear, I just looked back like I lived here for years. Pain in my lungs and weight in my chest now. I'm just here to finish the rest. I've been dying inside, that's the truth, not right. Every damn night something could come stand by my side. Rain still falling, sword still heavy. Just staring back like he finally understood. Fear didn't leave tonight, fear left years ago. So if this is the end, good, let's finish what life started.